Hello everyone. Today we're going to do an overview of the two assignments we have in the Civil Rights unit. So I'll show you the website and what you can find on Google Classroom as well. So here's assignment 1. Segregation in Jim Crow. Okay, we're going to go to our Google Doc here. Now here's what we have for this. You're going to be looking at laws in different states and outlining, what is the law, what is the meaning of that law, and then looking at what does this mean? What are your thoughts when you looked at these laws? How did you feel about them? And how much did Jim Crow laws impact the lives of people in the United States and in what ways? Okay, so first off, if you're not familiar with Jim Crow laws, I go to civil rights over here and go to segregation and Jim Crow. This right here will give you a background, this kind of video lecture of the troublesome history of African American rights in America and how after the Civil War, they really had to fight for anything that was even close to freedom. So look at that first before you do anything else, okay? And then you're gonna go to a website. Now the website is linked right in here. So you can click on that, it's 13.org. It does require a Flash player, so you're gonna need that. You're gonna go to Jim Crow laws. And then what you'll do is that for each of these categories, you're gonna choose a state. And look at what it says. These are our Jim Crow laws, laws that make rules about Black and white citizens, depending on the situation. So, for example, in Arkansas, it shall be unlawful for any white prisoner to be handcuffed or otherwise chained or tied to a Negro prisoner. So you literally couldn't have Black and white people handcuffed together. If you look at other things, for example, let's go back to the US map here. Let's choose another state here. If we look at education, for example, it shall be the duty of said Board of Education to make arrangements for the instruction of the children of the white and colored races in separate schools. So in Georgia, you have to have separate schools for white and Black students. And so once you look at that, you'll go back, tell me the state it's from, provide a quote, and tell me what does it mean. And you'll do that with these different categories. And you can choose any states you want. It doesn't really matter. Now, say that you can't get that to work in terms of you don't have Flash working on your computer. This PDF right here also provides specific examples. So you can always look at that if that's easier for you too, if you're having computer problems. So that's the first assignment. It's pretty straightforward. On the website, I do provide some more information on the bottom here. Some pretty famous Americans, Samuel L. Jackson, Condoleezza Rice, and Ruth Simmons, talk about what it was like growing up in a Jim Crow segregated South. And so those are pretty interesting to look at as well. The last assignment here, protesting racism. For this one, if we open up the assignment, let's get rid of that. We have the following. For this assignment, review all the information and videos on the Montgomery bus boycott, freedom rides, and sit-ins. Then thoughtfully answer the following 3 questions for each. How do people protest? Why was it a successful protest? And what sacrifices were made? So you're going to answer that for all 3 of these. And in the end, you also look at why do these protests have to be nonviolent? So if you go to the website, 2P, protesting racism, I give you here is all the information about the bus boycotts. You're going to want to watch this video from the 21-minute mark. Okay, here's some more information down here. We have the freedom rides here. There's this video here, kind of shows you a little bit about it. This will provide you background information. This is a 2011 interview on Oprah where you actually have freedom riders talking about what it was like. And then the sit-ins, here's a great article right here. And over here, you have a scene from the movie The Butler that kind of gives you some background on what it may have been like to be in that situation. So you're going to use all this information, and that should help you to answer these questions, no problem. So if you have any questions or concerns for me, feel free to let me know, and I'm glad to help you however I can. Have a great day.